So let's recap, shall we? We learned something about the parries. He has enough poise to withstand an R2, and then you can riposte. It's very similar to Bloodborne in that you can maximise damage quite effectively. We also learned that in that second phase, it's kind of shitty, and I don't like it. But I didn't like it when I saw it the first time, and I didn't like fighting it. However, it looks like you can stun him. If you can get a riposte, and if your ripostes are good, you can do some good damage. This is a bonfire? Does it let me do things? I don't know what that means. I'm telling you, mate, I don't know what Clarky Cat is. That was fun, though. Even if I were to rate the boss, I would say the first half of the fight I really, really like. The second half of the fight I really, really don't. But I'm confident that there's going to be cool things coming because there's another version of him who hopefully isn't covered in whatever that mess is that kind of makes him annoying. We're also in Ember form, which is cool. I'm so happy to be playing this game. It's not even funny. I couldn't begin... That's a broken straight sword if ever I saw one. That brings menus up? As if! The touchy thing brings up the same menus as the buttons. That seems like a complete waste of time. I don't know. Ah, why is there bad people everywhere? This world has gone to shit. Can I poke him? Hey. I'm pressing circle! It doesn't work, Chris! Don't press the circle! That was way slower, you cheesy bastard. Do the fast one. Didn't break his guard, you see that? It's good to know anyway. They've got a cheesy kick. A cheesy duck, sorry, so they can dodge the kicks, and then when you hit them with the rapier one, it still doesn't break guard. So that makes me curious to know whether or not this sword has that break guard ability. Is that a homeward bone? It looks like one. Should probably chug. You might be curious why I'm not doing too many of the weapon arts. It's mainly because I don't really like the weapon art for this particular weapon. It's interesting enough, it's just not really my flair. I want to learn my parries and things, so I'm going to be neglecting this particular art. So I apologise for that, if that's what you're here for. I appreciate there might be some new people watching who aren't used to how I play, and the options and the decisions that I make might come across as very strange to you. But, you know, that's what makes my playthrough a little unique in some ways, is the fact that I'm not going to do the same things a lot of players will do. So hopefully you can enjoy that. I like this guy's sword. Looks like a long sword, so Big Benedict's definitely going to be happy. It seems to be his weapon of choice. Even if I do wish he would try out all the different weapons, because you're missing out on so much great stuff in those games. That is fast. There's an archer as well, having my ass for breakfast. Was there this many people before? I don't remember seeing... Then again, they couldn't show too much of this footage, could they, because of the embargo. Nice block. Playing really sloppily against these guys. It's another crappy, tiny consumable soul. Look at the draw distance. It's really nice. It's really showing the... Then again, some soft focus over there, but that's probably because it would kill. Then again, look how much we can see. All considered, this game is pretty impressive. Obviously on a PC, it's probably not that impressive because PC's always got super great draw distance, but on a console, I'm pleasantly amused by its technical prowess so far. Whoa, that scared me. That looks ugly as shit, and it dropped nothing. It's not good. Here's a question. Did I make sure to keep picking my souls up? Is that 7,000 from the boss, or is it the combination of the boss and the dragon thing I killed? Ooh. That is an ember. We're already in Ember form, that's why we look so magnanimous, which is not what that word means, but you got the wordplay. Any cheeky drops? No. There's not that many messages here. I wonder if people are having trouble on the boss, like I did. Or maybe you can't put messages here. Ah, of course you can't, because we don't have the orange soap zone. I know what's around there, so I'm going to hit Firelink before we go that way. Because that's where we're going to get our first weapon. And I've just pressed X, because X should be the button. We've got 16 dex. I don't know if that's enough to wield it. 11 Vigor. Or 12 Endurance? Is the double leg thing Vitality? I don't really know. But let's explore this. Ooh, Ghost. Is he fat rolling? Congratulations. Thank you. I like the violin already. What does triangle do? Toggles, doesn't it, for the... Yeah, it does.
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one. I am a firekeeper. I tend to the flame, and tend to thee. The lords have left their thrones, and must be...
Oh, don't do that, woman. I was trying to check your face art.
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one. I am a firekeeper. I tend to the flame, and tend to thee. The lords have left their thrones, and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am at thy side.
Oh, great. Level up, I assume.
Ashen one, to be unkindled
Talk.
is to be a vessel for souls. Sovereignless souls will become thy strength. I will show thee how. Ashen one, bring me souls plucked from their vessels.
And that leave?
Farewell, Ashen
That
one.
is leave. Okay.
May the flames guide thee.
Oh, they will guide me. Don't you worry about that. This guy looks awesome. His trousers kind of look like one of the knight sets. Is he packing a... That looks like a bastard sword.
Ah, another one roused from the sleep of death.
I don't think this is the
Well,
crestfallen
you're not alone.
warrior's voice.
The unkindled are worthless. Can't even die right. Gives me conniptions. And they'd have us seek the lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. But we are talking true legends with the metal to link the fire. They're not fit to lick their boots.
So is that what? Prostration?
Don't you think?
So the lords are people who have linked the fire. Can you imagine if it read your save and the final boss was your character that you beat Dark Souls with? Like a souped up crazy NPC fight. That would be cool as shit.
What a sick joke. Asking us to seek the lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. We're talking true legends, those who would link the fire. We're not fit to lick their boots.
Let's check this area first. Wow, that texture looks a bit shit. That probably says something really cool. Naked picture taking is allowed. Oh, I assume it's the name of the thrones. It's who the thrones belong to. How do I swap this shit now? Is it triangle? It is triangle. Got a point down. We've got a Heil Hitler. We've got a wave. Jumpy thing, pointy thing, naughty thing. Is that really that? Oh no, it's a point upwards. That could have been a marketing nightmare. I'm sitting on a candle. You're gonna burn yourself. I do like this one. And you can cancel them, which is really useful. What have I done? I'm burning my cape on a candle. What if there's any secret walls in here? Another thing that I don't know if I explained earlier because I was so excited to play, but because this is my first playthrough, and I try to make my first playthrough as memorable as possible with as much suffering as possible, I am not going to be upgrading my Vigor. So the HP bar you see now will be the HP bar that I fight the final boss with. This is going to lead to moments where I rage, where I cry, where I get very, very annoyed, but it's also going to lead to some epic victories and some lessons learned the hard way. So, if that's something that is going to frustrate you, this might... Why is he dead? How do you die here? I pressed it and apparently it's playing out somewhere, but I can't tell where. Was he jumping off? So is this a nod to Dark Souls 2? It must be.
A pleasure to make thine acquaintance.
Go on, you dare say on pass.
I am but a humble handmaid of the shrine.
I've got my knife in her chest.
Armor,
She loves it.
trinkets, and spells.
Sorry, love. Does it see you there?
I've lots of little things to ease the burden of a weary traveller.
So she's a shop.
And yes, I'm undead too, but not so charitable as to give my goods away.
You think the sex drive still works when you're
I shall
undead?
one fetch souls and bring them to me,
I've got loads of souls, woman.
as is thy wont. No?
Brah, 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 brah. Maniacal laughter. Ooh, here we go. So you can buy embers, you can buy repair powder, you can buy moss for poison, fire bombs. They're those things you drop. That is a spell. That is a key that leads to Snuggly the Crow of this game. Stride finger for your invasions. Ah, that's unfortunate. People can summon as early as this, can they? That's not my idea of a good time, but there you go. That looks like some kind of miracle. Obviously. That's what we want, dagger. But there's also a short sword, a scimitar. That looks like a crappy buckler-esque shield. I forget the name of it. Is it like the nipple shield, that one? The torch, the talisman, catalyst, a halberd. Ooh, I love that shield. Is it better than mine? I think it's got less stability. Less physical too. That one gives you a weapon art. You see that? Instead of having a parry. That's a parry. That's a weapon skill of some sort. That's the... Everybody knows that shield. It's that crappy bass drum one. I think that was in Dark Souls 2. Chainmail armor, such is the course. And that's just... So we're going to buy a dagger, because this has the ability to do the quick step, and I'm very, very curious if we can do it when we have no stamina. I'm also very curious if we can do it when we're fat, because if you can, this could be the most overpowered side weapon in the game. Hey, we can sell stuff. You see that? The bomb scales with strength and dex. That's a cool carryover from Bloodborne. It might have been in Dark Souls 2, but I forget that game. You'll have to forgive me. Sells for $3. You serious, woman? I need to be careful here because I'm going to press the wrong button. I don't want to... Can I go back? How do I go back? X. X goes back. Is that talk?
Ashen one, if my wares are not to thy satisfaction, bring me umbral ash. With ash, I'll fashion new wares. Is it not our sorry fate to sup on death?
You know what I've just realised? When you're in Japanese Twitch chats, you see them do like a string of V's, don't you? And it looks like waves. In kanji just then, that was her laughing. So that must mean that that's how you do it when you type it in a transcript. That means laughing. I didn't know that. Shit. That also means we can upgrade the shops, like we can upgrade the bonfires and the Estus flask, which is cool. Because much like finding embers to upgrade weapons, it gives the game a measure of depth that some players won't learn, and it'll give people with experience an advantage, and I like that.
Knowest thou of that soppy gossip? That cordial intrusion layeth the path to embers.
Cordial
So
intrusion?
thou art in need of a soapstone,
I don't like
ashen
cordial.
Then thy pockets will overflow with souls to trade to me.
Yeah, you see, look, it's like slashes up and down. You see that? In diagonal ones. It's like a web address. Love it.
Ashen one, if my wares are not to thy
She's
satisfaction,
repeating herself, you old
bring
woman. Jap. Is that quit?
Ashen one, be sure to bring more souls.
I'm pressing circle to roll. How many times you can slash this thing? It's ridiculous. Have to wait for it to stop, don't you? Why do I keep pressing circle? I don't know, Chris. Maybe because you've pressed circle for the last 4.5 years, and that's what you press in these games. Damn them. Pretty cool. If you're wondering why I'm picking this up, it's for this. See that? The problem now is figuring out how to overburden myself. So let's see if we can do the special ability when we don't have any stamina. Did I need it to come back to do it? Let me tap. Tap, 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 tap. Yeah, I do. So it requires 1 stamina to activate it. Now we need to find out what happens when we don't have any magic. Right. So it didn't make the noise. You notice that? But we can still do it. Let's, I'm pressing wrong buttons, guys. I do apologise. What am I pressing? Get out of these fucking menus. You just can't turn it off. Oh, interesting. So it doesn't seem like we can... You have to hold triangle to two-hand... Look how he holds it in the left hand. That's really cool. But I can't do the weapon skill unless I power stance-esque two-hand. So it's good to know. It's interesting, to me anyway. Might not be interesting to you, but it is to me. Additionally, if you look... Do you see the... can I show this? Oh, fuck no, I don't want to take a picture! Go away! Stupid buttons. Ah, I can show you where I mean now. You see this? I think that's critical. See how it's 130? The one we were using before is 100. That's 130, so... No, actually, that might be bleed. Yeah, I think that is bleed. My bad, guys. No, it's not bleed, because bleed's below. Look, bleed's the red drop next to the purple drop next to the blue thing. That has got to be critical, right? Normal attack, magic, fire, lightning, dark, critical. It has to be critical. And this is a dagger, thus why it has higher critical, because that's what daggers do. So I'm going to be swapping to this to riposte, to get extra damage, if you're wondering. That's my goal. Anyway, do I not have any gloves? Or did I take them off? Oh, I took them off. I'm a cheapskate. Okay. Let's try not to get too confused. Can you imagine if you can invade here? This place looks scary. Really grim and scary. So, you might be losing your mind right now, being like, oh my god, it's Andre! But I already knew that. And a lot of people did who watched the footage.
A newcomer, I see. I am Andre. I serve at this shrine as a humble smith, forging weapons. You're in search of the Lords of Cinder, I trust. A toilsome journey, I'd wager. You'll require good arms. Let me smith you weapons. I am a smith, such is my purpose.
Oh, confusing. Is that buy stuff? This must be Ascend. Because I've got a Titanite shard, so if he's... No. Oh no, this must just be normal. I need 2 Titanite shards to do anything. So what's that? This could be Ascend because I have the Fire Gem. Oh, bollocks, wrong one. See if it tells me. Yeah, look! We can put it to fire. So you'll notice... We go from having 99 attack to with plus 14, which is obviously a 113. We put this on. It lowers the physical to 89, but it gives us 89 fire. So it's split damage, 2 different damages, which puts our attack way higher without any effort. That's why I picked this up, so I could pop this on this early on, because I'm not going to be using this sellsword, I don't think. Time may tell, I guess, but I don't think I'm going to be. So I want to do this just to see how this works. So, does that get rid? No, that does shields. There must be a way of undoing this. Is that repair? That might be repair. This is a lot. You can allot Estus flasks. So that I'm going to give myself all the Estus flasks because I'm not too bothered about the ash. Yep. Don't know what that is.
Weapons and
this is talk.
Is sturdy enough by and large, but when overused, they'll eventually break. When their durability is low, repair becomes a necessity. Use a powder, or simply rest at a bonfire. But should chance impel them break, bring them me. I'll hammer them back into shape. They take no pleasure in breaking, I assure ye. So handle them with care, if you would.
Seems bizarre that this guy doesn't sell anything. Because Andre usually sells things.
Prithee, be careful.
But not in this game.
Don't want to see my work squandered.